And hello to all my Pisces friends. I would like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and I'm going to be doing your free psychic tarot reading for July of 2021. Now, to get started, we have a four-corner spread to look at today. It looks at the four main areas in tarot, which is your work, your finances, your love, and your health. And that is going to give us a clue about your month. Hopefully some good stuff in there. Avoid any issues. We're going to get right to it. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save time. So now what I'm going to do is bring you in so you can see and watch with me. There we go. What I'm going to do right now are called my ritual cuts. Basically cuts the deck into three different pieces, puts them back together in a separate order, and that way it satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. And I'll do that with this deck as well. And that way it's the same procedure as if you were getting a private reading from me. So let's go with the four corners. Four corners, Pisces, July. Now they have instructed that we do only the four corners and not anything extra. And usually when that occurs, it is because you have a lot of stuff going on that we have to talk about here. And they want you to focus on the main mission, which would be the four corners. Okay. Here. Let's make sure everything's in view. I'm trying to get better at that. Okay, stop shaking. Perfect. All right, so up here I have your work, down here finances, over here health, and up top, upper right, love. So let's get right into it and let's go to work. Okay, Pisces, I'm gonna spread this out and make some room for myself. I'm gonna go into love first. Get right into the Pisces love. A lot of you, love is always so complicated just in general to read because there's so many Pisces joining in. So I try to frame it up a few different ways. Let's start with singles. Single Pisces, this may be a really good time to get out and meet somebody new. They show a king that comes up first, followed by the ace of pentacles. So it's a brand new beginning, a chance for a brand new beginning. It doesn't mean that you have to act on it, but if you don't want to be single, you want to meet somebody, I would go ahead and think of ways to get out there and do that this month in July. With the new beginning, the ace coming in, it's saying that it's a window of opportunity that is open for you if you'd like to take advantage of. If you're already in a relationship, whether it's a marriage, an engagement, or just a relationship, they could be talking about the man in the relationship or the dominant one in the relationship, something new, some new idea coming to them. They may be taking a step further in love to move the love further, move a step up. Usually when love messages come in for people who are already in a relationship, it usually infers that things are just going to move up a step, in a progressive way. Things are going to move to the next level type thing. So that's what comes up. So the guy is thinking about, the guy or the dominant one is thinking about the next step for whatever it is for you. So that's good. We like to see that. Since I just talked about that, I should also bring up the moon cycles because the new moon is the perfect time to set the timing for this. Whatever area of the Pisces spectrum that you're on, the new moon comes on July the 10th. So toward the beginning of the month, basically to the middle, is the best time to kind of initiate this kind of change or behavior if there's anything that you need to do to it to adjust. Alternatively, the full moon is at the end of the month, July 24th. That is the time when you want to get anything out of your life that you don't want anymore. And we'll probably talk about more of that as we look at your corners. So now as I move into health, Pisces health, they show that it's kind of a weird dichotomy because they show that somebody is stealing your health, which of course doesn't make any sense, but it's not like they're stealing it from you. It's almost like you're giving it away a little bit. you're giving away your health a little bit. This casts a shadow on me sometimes. They're giving away your health, or maybe your time into somebody else, or your time into something that is just not going to pay off for you, something that's not going to pay off dividends, or you're giving something away. So what is it? You're just letting it go. You're letting it go where you should retain it. There's something that you're putting too much out and not keeping enough in. It's going to be different for everybody. I know that happens in a general reading, and it's because we have so many Pisces joining in the information bubble gets, it gets cluttered. And this is the best way that they can narrow it down for you. So really finding the context of what I'm talking about is really the key. I have a video on that if you're interested in it. It's in the description. Actually, anything that I talk about in the reading will be in the description. I'm really good about making it very simple for you guys. There is, like I said, the health side, there's something funky that comes up. So it almost is like mysterious, or it doesn't make any sense, or it's almost kind of just weird in general. Something weird. So don't do anything weird when it comes to health. Don't get on these like fad diets, or, these just kind of the weird, nicotine patches, or kind of the off stuff. Kind of do things more the grassroots way in terms of health, especially in July. So let's move on to work and finances. Work is going to be your big theme this month. They wanted to spend a lot of time on it. So since they set it up that way, I'm going to end with that so we can just kind of focus right on that. So let me hit your finances real quick. Your finances show that it's kind of a war going on with your finances, so probably a lot of spending right now. It probably feels like, I just spent $100 there, now I got to spend another $100 on this, and then this just broke, I got to go fix that. All that kind of stuff comes up financially right now. It's represented by the card that means war or battle. And even if you win the war and you're on the winning side, and things are good financially, with the war and the battle card coming up, it's a reminder that no side ever really wins in war, because both sides take losses, and war is ugly. So the fight is occurring. It's going on. They're saying a lot of you have been unsuccessful in finances, or something has occurred that makes you feel emotionally drained when it comes to your finances. And not just your finances being drained, but just what it does to you emotionally. The feeling of, going without, or being without something, or just the struggle in general, the financial struggle, trying to make it. It shows that things have been unsuccessful, and it looks like it's going to be a slow kind of a process, but it really feels like you're coming out of that. It's just not going to happen as fast as you would prefer. So the advice that I can give you for that is just to kind of keep chopping it out. You can only really live a day at a time, do one thing at a time, really focus on what's right in front of you instead of looking, either way too far back in the past or way too advanced and far into the future. Really, all you have is what's right in front of you right now. So focus on that financially. Okay, getting into your work. Your work. For any of you that carpool to work, it may not be a good time to do that. They're showing an upside down car. First thing that comes up doesn't mean that it's a car accident, but it could mean a car breaks down, or a flat tire, something like that. It can occur in July, or just anything, because I'm basically relating car with work. So that's why I think carpool to work. I don't know. I guess if you drive a company vehicle, that could come up as well. So anything to do with driving to work, I guess even if you don't have a company vehicle and you're just driving to work, maybe just be a little extra cautious, be a little more observant of your surroundings. They're showing that for a reason. And there's two different ways to read that card. And I just gave you the literal version. Now let me give you the kind of the broader kind of metaphorical version of it. And that is saying that your energy has been extremely spread between two different areas. It's going like that way, this and this. And they really want you to rein it in. In the card, they show two horses kind of trotting off in different directions that are pulling a chariot. So when that happens, the chariot's going to either break, or it's not going to work right. It's not going to go where it's supposed to go. So your energy needs to do the same thing. And I know these two don't even seem like they make any sense, but that's tarot for you. So what they want you to do is to get this energy between these two places and hone it in to one spot. Really not spread yourself too thin, not to overburden yourself with, spreading yourself out too far wide. Really just kind of focus on what's right in front of you, one thing at a time. That kind of goes back to your financial message as well. And that's going to be the most common definition for most of you as well. They talk about it's really important to learn from your lessons. So a lot of you are going to be learning some lessons in regards to work in July. They're saying that you have a tendency to not move forward with the lessons you've already learned. Please try to kind of take a second to think about the things that you do, especially in the work corner, because it's coming up that you may have to repeat old lessons if you don't act accordingly. And we, of course, don't want to do that. Learning lessons the hard time once is enough. There is a blocked new idea with work. So maybe something that has occurred, if anything has occurred to you in work, say, hey, I should look for a new job, or I should go, take this vacation. Any kind of new idea like that, it's coming in blocked. So if you already have a new idea in regards to your work life, you might want to hold back on it. July is probably not the time to act on it. Just kind of think about it longer, let it develop, and probably, we'll see what August shows. But I wouldn't do anything with it right now because the new idea is coming in blocked. Okay, so now let's say you haven't had a new idea. They're saying one may occur to you in July, and just hold off on it. Everything is in the order it's supposed to be. It probably looks chaotic for a lot of you Pisces right now. That kind of keeps coming up in your work corner. It keeps showing that it's a little funky right now. And just know that there is an underlying order to everything, and it is happening for a certain reason. You just don't know what it is as you're experiencing it. So really just try to keep your head up and keep moving in a positive direction. That's all you can really do. And this being a general reading, I try to get specific as I can so that you can wrap the context around your own life. It's hard to do, but if a personal reading is more your thing, I do offer those on my website, scottsagent.com. And also, for a short time, I am doing a free personal reading called a My Month. What it is it's the same as a 30 or 60 minute reading, except it's just focused down into 1 month. So it looks completely at your July. It doesn't use any of the rest of the energy from the Pisces bubble here, and it's extremely accurate. The promotion video for it will be in the description. Check it out. It is mind-blowing. Plus the reviews are in there. Everything worth checking out. All you have to do to get that is to sign up for the email. It's on the website, scottsagent.com. You put in your first name, first initial, date of birth, email address. Couldn't be simpler than that. It's a no-brainer. You send that off within 2 days. I send you back your My Month reading just for you. So that is going to conclude our 4 corners there. Like I said, that full moon energy at the end of the month, something you want to get out. Perfect to do with your finances, with your any kind of baggage financially that's been sticking around too long and you just need to purge. Get it out by the end of July. And this way you can kind of set yourself up right now so that when that comes, you can just pull the trigger and go. So I hope that these messages find you well. That is it for here. I want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July. Please hit the subscribe button so that you see future videos, and I will see you all in August.